podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
The Boxing Voice, bringing you the most relevant news and latest rumors in the sport of boxing from around the world, while delivering diverse opinions and thought-provoking insights from a revolving cast of panelists. The most relevant guests in boxing, answering hard-hitting questions and touching on the topics that interest you the most. Correspondents from all over the globe, giving us the inside track on what's happening from fight town to fight town, and access to the inner workings of events allows you, the listener, a chance to get inside the fight. From continent to continent, coast to coast, we give you, the caller, a consistent outlet to voice your opinions on topics relevant to you by subscribing to iTunes, creating a tight-knit community by connecting the sweet science's most enthusiastic fans. Now, Nestor Gibbs.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. This glorious morning, we will be talking about the WBO super-welterweight title possibly being on the line. Jaime Munguia versus Jessie Vargas. It's been in the mix for a while now. We've been hearing this for 2 or 4 months. Jessie has been consistently asking for this fight. Now, there are some twists. Robert Alcacel trains Jaime, used to train Jessie, thinks Jessie's just too small for this fight. But this is what we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, you already know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Let's get this thing going. We're going out to Indiana. My co-host, your man,
Dazn Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed out before he said he was not.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe, back with another one. Yeah, man, back with another one. Jessie Vargas versus Jaime Munguia. Big fight coming up on the zone. I really like this fight. Jessie Vargas trying to go up and compete at 154 may not be the best idea, but looking at all the champions, I think Jaime Munguia is probably the most susceptible to a upset. So yeah, we'll talk about it, break it down, and September 14th. That's a big date. Can they do it? Can they pull it off? Two Mexican guys. We'll see.
The Canelo date, man, and what this means is that Devin Haney isn't the front runner. This means that they're looking for a true main event to that Devin Haney card, and that's going to have Devin Haney and, how do you pronounce that dude's name? Abdullah, something like that for the Eliminator. Then you got Michael Hunter on the undercard versus who we announced yesterday? Michael
Hunter versus Sergey Kuzmin.
Kuzmin on the undercard. So obviously, they'll leave it to Haney, being a Las Vegas native, if they can't solidify this fight. But they're shooting for September 14th, the Canelo date, so they really want this fight. And here's what I'll say. Maybe this fight is closer than we think, right? I mean, no one thought Jaime looked good versus Hogan. Then he couldn't knock out Takaishi Inoue. I mean, Brandon Cook, big deal. Liam Smith really showed some holes in his game. And let's be real, Jessie Vargas is the one that knocked out Saddam Ali first. So his biggest win is really Jessie's biggest win first, years ago. Struggled with Liam, struggled with Hogan, Inoue, I guess we could give him a pass. The dude doesn't get knocked out, but still, like, he's not showing junior middleweight power. I don't know. Let me just flip it a little bit. What do you think Jermell Charlo would have done to Saddam Ali or Liam Smith or Brandon Cook, Takaishi Inoue, Dennis Hogan? What are those other wolves at 54 truly going to do? What's a Harrison, a Jarrett Hurd, for God's sakes? So if anything, low-hanging fruit is Jaime Munguia. Jessie making a strategic move right here, in my opinion.
Honestly, I do like Liam Smith. I think he's a good competitor there at 154, so I think he'll be tough for any of those guys. But as far as Jessie Vargas, I mean, isn't it the same guy that just got a draw with Thomas Delorme? Isn't it the same guy that just fought Humberto Soto? So now you're moving up to fight Jaime Munguia, a bigger, fresher, stronger fighter? I mean, I guess, but at the same time, you say Jaime looks suspect. Shit, Jessie looks suspect when he was fighting guys that were smaller than Jaime. So we'll see how this plays out. I mean,
technically, people thought Jessie won the Delorme fight and the Broner fight. You know what I mean? But boxing is cruel.
Not the Delorme, because he got knocked. Delorme came back in that 12th round with a knockdown, something that he needed to actually get a draw. So this
is a cash out, in your opinion? I mean, if you look at it,
I don't want to call it a cash out because I don't think Jaime Munguia would stop Jessie Vargas, because Jaime is just too wide, and Vargas is a experienced, you know what I'm saying, veteran kind of fighter. But weight classes for a reason, man. I mean, did Jessie start at 140? Something like that?
Jesse did start very low. He moved up a few times.
Yeah, man.
But he's a big dude. He's filling it out. I mean, he's not short at all. He's 5'11". That's almost 6 feet. And now he's at 54. His last fight with Humberto was definitely at 54. And he's got experience. When Jaime was still wiping his ass, you know, with Pampers, my man was over here. That makes no sense. When Jaime was still shitting in Pampers, Jesse was already in the fucking amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got more experience. He's been trained by Roger Mayweather. He's been around the block. I know the losses. Look, I mean, damn, pulling it up on BoxRec, it don't look good. His last 5 are 2-1.
Let's be honest again now. Like, you just got to draw with AB too?
Yeah, with AB, but we thought he won that fight, no?
I mean, a lot of people did think he won. I'm not going to lie, but AB is not Jaime Munguia. Jaime throws a lot more punches than AB. Jaime is a lot bigger than AB and probably hits a little bit harder.
But that's exactly what Vargas might need, because he going to have that Mexican style coming on him. He going to have that pressure of living up to Canelo's shoes on that date. They're going to make it an all-out war. It's going to be last man standing. I don't think Vargas is going in there to try and outbox Jaime. I was watching some highlights of Jaime, and he dig into the body. He's getting very physical. I've never seen Jessie get that. Like, I've never seen Jessie push off with his forearms, then dig to the body. Like, I've never seen him push you into the ropes. Like, nah, he smoother than that. Jaime's a bit of a bull. So I think it's going to be a fun fight while it lasts. But for Vargas, if you're on that Dazn side, you know, he's not trying to be Terrence Crawford, which we need to mention, because isn't Jessie highly ranked in the welterweight division in the WBO? Why would he take this chance when he got an opportunity possibly at a purse bid situation with Terrence Crawford? In the 54 division, 147-pound division, Jesse's ranked at number 2. So obviously, Aegis Kavalauskas has to get his opportunity first, then Jessie. Maybe he's thinking to himself, Mike, I can't stick around 2-3 more fights. I just can't wait. I can't make that 147 any longer for at least 3 fights, right? At least 3.
I mean, honestly, let's be realistic. I mean, he's looking at that Terrence Crawford fight probably be a little bit more difficult to make. Got to go over to another network. Why not just stay on the network that's been doing good for me, Dazn, and have a Mexican clash with a guy and Jaime Munguia that everybody considered to be a up-and-coming star in the sport of boxing. And we could do it on September 14th, Mexican Independence Day. Let's rock out. Terrence Crawford, I'm sorry, bro, but I got bigger fish to fry.
And if you could get this date, win this belt, who's to say you can't hear Bob's offer to go back down. You know, Saddam Ali went back down.
Yeah, that's true. But if you Jesse, if you're able to beat, because does he have the power to keep Jaime off of him?
I mean, maybe he don't need the power. Maybe he just needs the boxing skill. Like right now, I'm watching Dazn telecast. Jaime definitely is about 3 inches from the shoulder to shoulder. They're both commentating, so they're both at a comfortable weight, not a fighting weight. They don't look so much bigger, but I mean, it's close, right? Like it's not in the ring. But again, we just go back to why he's doing this, right? Waiting too long for a Crawford fight might not be in his diet plan. And then if you're over there, like, I don't know, I got the welterweight division pulled up. I don't know if you can help me, but who's really on the Dazn side? In WBO, I see Jessie. You know, we'll stick with the top 10.
I mean,
there's not many welterweights for him to fight in the Dazn side. Maybe Rashidi Ellis with Golden Boy is number 8 on the IBF. He would have to take a chance. I'm pretty sure that tough kid is around here somewhere, right? The one with Robert Garcia, Ortiz. He's got to be ranked at least in the top 10. No? I don't see him. Holy shit. Really?
Yeah, I don't think they really have many 147 pounders over there on the zone. Be honest with you, because when you think about the landscape, of course we think about PBC, then we think about Terrence Crawford, but everybody else beyond that is like up and comers, like Jerron Ennis, a prospect. No, what prospect? Josh Kelly.
And if we move up, Mike,
him?
If we move up to 54, he's got slightly better options, right? He's got Kell Brook with Matchroom at 54. Obviously, Dennis Hogan, who made some name for himself off the Munguia fight. Patrick Teixeira is highly ranked in a WBO at number 2. He's already been knocked out by Curtis Stevens in the past. And I'm just calling out names. Sergio Garcia, isn't that the dude that beat one of the Matchroom fighters?
Shit out of
yeah, the Matchroom fighter.
Yeah, he boxed the shit out of
and that's just the WBO. Thomas Lamana, I hate to say it, but that's an easy fight for somebody.
Who is Thomas Lamana? Exactly.
He's got the biggest loss he's got is to the Douglas kid. What's his name? Douglas. I think
Antoine Douglas.
Antoine Douglas. Exactly.
The one that lost to fucking the Jewish hammer.
But now let me tell you, Thomas Lamana got like the last 3 years training with Jason Sosa and Tevin Farmer's trainer. Shout out to Jason Sosa. Also got a fight August 10th on the Carl Frampton undercard. He's back. And shout out to Jason Sosa trainer Chivas Raul.
I thought you about to say Chivas Rigo. I said
nah, because it's like that. His name is
lose. He training with Chivas.
It's almost like that. It's Raul Chino Rivas. And his young boy just got signed, bro. Victor Padillas.
I seen that. He got signed to Top Rank?
Nah, he got signed to fucking Lou. Yo, we gotta get Lou on the show. I think that shit is true. I think that shit is true because if you look, the Adam Kovnacki fight is by Tom Goosen Promotions, bro. That's West Coast. That's West Coast coming to the East Coast.
American trainer, ain't it?
Yeah. But the brother, you know, they all a family. Brittany, one of them died. The one that had Andre Ward.
The last name is anonymous for Joe Goosen,
So listen, they sinking their teeth into the New York market. Remember, Lou used to do the
story, my nigga.
I know. Lou used to do the New York market for this dude. And
yes.
I'm interested because it's like, there's no way Lou cut ties with Al for this UFC Fight Pass because, again, they got a card coming out. That shit is trash.
I don't believe so either.
He don't even got Eric Walker and Evgeny Heatrab fighting against each other. They on separate cards. Ivan Glover, separate cards. Some heavyweight, Mike...
Cecilia Brackett is on one of them cards, right, too, right?
No, she beat already. That was last one.
Oh,
he got these shits every week, it looked like.
Damn, nigga, we ain't even saying shit about Cecilia on Sunday.
I mean, I said it. I said it that she got a win on Fight Pass thing. Definitely said it. And I remember asking you, like, yo, how you get to watch it? Because
I feel bad, man.
I'm not trying to buy that. ESPN don't give it to me with ESPN Plus?
Well, fuck no. Fuck no, nigga. That's Dana White shit.
Oh, I thought UFC was on Fight Pass.
No, UFC is on.
I thought Fight Pass was part of.
I thought it may be. It may be.
I don't know. See, I don't know. Right. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, he should have done some research. Like, how the fuck he know boxing fans are even interested in that UFC shit?
That check he was getting this shit.
What shit? Check. I thought you said check. I said, what shit?
Let's go and grow this brand, nigga. That's what he said there.
I hear you. Look, man, Broadway boxing is something that Showtime should have picked up. They definitely got the budget to cut a check for some Showbox again. Because how many champions came from Showbox and they just deaded the series like that?
Not only that, they didn't dead the series.
No, of course they didn't officially dead it with a press release, but they deaded the shit. When the last Showbox you seen?
Not too long ago, nigga, like 2 weeks ago.
And before that?
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
I feel like they're fewer and fewer.
Showbox comes on consistently on Friday night, bro. Like, it's at least once a month or once every 6 weeks or something like that. But what they could have did was work with the people that run Showbox, incorporate a little bit of Broadway boxing in with some of those fighters that fight on Showboxing and get better fights.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's up with Ludo. You know,
maybe time for
I want to know. I do want to know.
Call interview. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on with DeBella Promotions.
Bro, when I noticed that, I woke up like 2 a.m.
I seen y'all texting y'all.
I was about to hit his ass up. Shit. I was about to hit him. I think I did. Let me check. I think I did say, like, Lou, man, if you a morning person, jump on the morning show.
That nigga Aaron put that motherfucker Michael Jordan Keith Thurman mix in that motherfucker. That was hilarious, nigga. I said, boy, y'all motherfuckers don't got no chill at 2 o'clock in the morning. R&V. Damn, man, I'm disappointed in you, man. You turned to Jack Jr.
Yeah, he disappeared, man.
Called him Jack Jr.
He disappeared. Yo, but that's how it is. It's funny, man. I'm telling you, I've been doing this shit long enough. I know these dudes are so sensitive with they favorite fighters. Bruh, I'm telling you, look, I'm still here. Thurman just took that L. Danny took L's. I'm still here. Like, people get dark, man. They just like, yo, they need their mommy and their safety blankets.
Why dude coming at me for no reason, man?
What dude?
Give me quality for life. Watch Mike say Jaime and Vargas is a big fight. Shaking my fucking head. Yeah, I didn't say it was a big fight.
I mean, it's a decent fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight to save that date, you know what I'm saying? On short notice, that they only got like fucking 6 weeks. So I mean, that's not bad in my opinion. Yeah, but I mean, who am I? He's a guy that talks boxing and everything.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I like this fight, man. I don't mind it for Vargas, and it's like I said, he's kind of in no man's land. He's got to see what works for him and do the best that he can. And really, there's no more options. I mean, in terms of big fights, this is his big fight. The thing is, it's Matchroom and Oscar, right? Because Sanford and Oscar got a co-promotion with Jaime, Sanford Promotions. So
that's still going on. I thought shit. He probably damn.
Nah, how far? That's definitely still going on. They're actively promoting the shit out of him on their Twitter. They even talking. I mean, on the Instagram, they even talking about this fight. Like, what do y'all think about this? You know, Vargas, Jaime. No, listen, bruh. You ain't gonna cut your ties with a fucking rising chain. Like, he just won the belt and you're gonna be like, all right, buy me out my contract? Hell no. You gotta think he a bum.
I figured that Oscar then would have tried to buy him out of his contract, you know what I'm saying, before they started putting him on American TV.
But that's what I'm saying. You as a promoter, you gonna have to think he a bum to accept a buyout. Cause why would you take a buyout instead of just keep eating your little chunk every time he fight? And be part of the promotion, probably get way more checks, you know, concessions, site fees, all that shit. You never know what drop on your lap, but you cut yourself out that, you ain't getting nada.
That's true.
All right, man, let's go out to these callers, man. If any, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And last thing I want to say is for Jessie Vargas, there is a blueprint out there on how you had success and even beat Jaime Munguia. If you go back and look at the Liam Smith fight, go back and look at the Dennis Hogan fight, there are things that those guys did in there that maybe Jessie Vargas could incorporate in his game plan coming up on the 14th if that fight is made.
For sure, man. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Hopefully it comes to me.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Let's go out to the callers. Remember, number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave blow on these beats.
Yo, what's good?
Good morning, Seattle. What up?
Man. Good morning. It's hella early in the morning, man. This is a good fight, Jaime Munguia versus Jessie Vargas, if it does happen. But I'm not excited. I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't really make me want to jump up and just fucking buy the zone because I haven't bought it yet. But I still want to talk about.
So Mr. PBC ain't gonna buy the zone for this fight?
I never did. I never will. I got that shit on Fire Stick or something. It's super easy. But I want to talk about yesterday. I missed the show for the suspension of Dillian White. Hey, I think that's 100% where shit happened. Dillian White fucked up. Big Baby Miller fucked up and don't even seem like he's on Matchroom no more. Eddie Hearn don't even talk about Big Baby Miller. So that's my motherfucking call. I'm just fucking early in the fucking morning. And H Money, man, stop beefing with everybody, bro. This is a boxing talk, not hood nigga talk. That's my motherfucking call.
All right. Yo,
Hey, that is true though, bro. I don't know what's going on. Did Matchroom drop Big Baby? Did the zone drop Big Baby?
Yeah.
Drop me, nigga, if we on the contract.
What you mean? Dog, that's what I keep telling you. If you find a reason how the person violated the contract, you get out. Nigga, you took drugs.
I just see evidence. Now I just see hear Eddie say, man, yeah, we don't fuck with him no more. Nigga. He ain't part of the match.
Bruh, what you mean? The proof is in the pudding. Big Baby's last interview, he like, Eddie, I know how you feel. You know how I feel. Dazn, I still want to fuck with y'all. I told y'all in the chat, like, damn, my man sound desperate. He sound desperate, bruh.
Hey, watch that fucking interview. I gotta watch that. Damn, you was saying desperate. All that. The zone hollered at me, Eddie.
Yeah, the zone. I still want to do business with y'all. That matter of fact is on that interview where he did on his IG talking about Dillian White. I think it's there, and if it's not there, it's an IFL one. But believe me,
the biggest thing for Big Baby is ain't nobody gonna trust him when
you crazy as hell.
No. What I'm saying is they're gonna have cause to pause by fucking up a fight of that magnitude with Anthony Joshua. If you fuck up that kind of money,
that's why whoever get him now gonna get him cheap, champ. You get him now, you get him cheap. Showtime better swoop in. You get him cheap right now.
You saw Bob Arum over there talking to his ass.
Yeah, but ain't nothing really come from it. He's starting to he's starting to dead that rumor more and more about, the possibility, how likely the possibility. Look, Charles Martin, another Al Heyman fighter. That's what I'm saying. It's always easy for Bob to make deals with the secondary Al Heyman fighters.
Yeah, it's always easy to make fight with the fucking B- nigga C+ team. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know why? Because he paying them dudes well. And when it's time for an A fighter, he don't want to pay him well. But
or they, never mind. We got a super chat from PG Darrell 214, not saying anything, just showing some love. And we got one from Karen Howard. Johnny Nelson took food to White before his fight. And we got another one from Kiara Howard.
Bruh, and they would think of anything. Come on, yo, how you just gonna brush past that shit?
They got the support they got, man. They got his shit. Figure out a
now
way
they
that
blaming
White,
Johnny Nelson?
Hey, Johnny could have sprinkled some shit on there.
Johnny brought some Johnny Rockets in that motherfucker. Yo, they terrible, man. They throw anybody under the bus to protect their mans in them,
yeah, they just threw Johnny under that motherfucker, boy.
Let me go out to this first-time caller. He's been trying to connect with us for a minute.
Kill Johnny Nelson like that, though. That's
Patrick,
fucked up.
talk to me.
Morning, fellas. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
How we doing? All right.
All right.
This fight, Jessie Vargas, to be honest, my opinion, I don't really rate Jessie Vargas. The AB fight, AB should have won that fight. And I think the runner-up, the winner, should fight Josh Kelly. I know Josh Kelly didn't do very well in the AJ card because Jessie Vargas was calling out Kell Brook. Kell Brook is on to the Crawford. So they're on talks at the moment with Top Rank to get into negotiations. Jessie Vargas.
I seen Crawford say that Kell Brook is a waste of time or not worth it or something like that was the headline, right, Mike?
Bob Arum said Kell Brook is done.
Yeah, like they're not gonna do that fight.
He's not important anymore.
Who is Kell Brook?
Kell Brook at the moment, they still got a contract with Matchroom, but
so wait a minute. Yeah, you know what? I like that fight, Josh Kelly versus Vargas. Because it's a winnable fight for both. It's a winnable fight because Kelly, you know, he robbed Ray Robinson last time out. You didn't hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now, loud and clear, sir.
No, I was saying, you know, Kelly last fight, you know, he basically robbed Ray Robinson.
Yeah, he came too defensive. Normally, well back. You know, Josh Kelly. I think his style, he gets too fatigued. He loses too much energy on that sort of style. But you know, he wins the fights. I personally think he should have won that fight by points. But I think the next winner up should be Josh Kelly.
Well, all right, brother. Thank you for calling in. We're going out to Boomeranga. Deej, talk to me.
My nigga said Josh Kelly should fight Terrence Crawford?
No, Vargas.
Oh.
Deej.
Yo, Deej, what's up, homie? Talk to us.
All right, he must be busy going to Boomeranga.
BoxingVoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. Fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And that's, we all know, Jaime Munguia is the next Julio Cesar Chavez. He's going to fight Jessie Vargas. This is a big fight. Jessie Vargas, who fought Manny Pacquiao. Jessie Vargas, who fought Timothy Bradley. Jessie Vargas, who did pay-per-views next. This is a big fight. All-out Mexican war. We know it all, Sel. We know Jaime Munguia has a bigger fan base than Charlo, than both of the Charlos, than Tony Harrison and Jarrett Hurd, who just got smashed by Julian Williams. The Mexican fan base, Floyd Mayweather, he set the blueprint. I mean, Jaime Munguia, he has a whole country behind him. So, I mean, this definitely is a big fight that I want to see on a Devin Haney undercard. Next, Devin Haney, the next Floyd Mayweather. Better than Floyd, he's the main event. You know what I'm saying? Even if Jaime Munguia fights Jessie Vargas. And shout outs to the show, Ness. You know what it is, man. It's TMG. You feel me? I'm going to leave it at that. We are part of the Boxing Voice, and I generate the most money. I am the Floyd Mayweather of all the callers. Fanny International, thanks for matching my super chat. But I sent it 2 weeks straight, you dig? We in here. Boomerang gang.
H Money. Going out to Deej in the UK. Talk to me.
What up, Deej?
Deej.
Yo, Deej, talk to us, man. Don't be scared.
Hey, yo. What's going on?
What up? What up? I don't think he could talk because he just muted himself. Maybe he's at work. No problem, Deej. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Now you just muted yourself. Unmuted and then muted yourself again. So you got me confused here. But on that note, we'll just jump out. I want to come back maybe with another one. Hopefully we can. Maybe it generates some interest. Who knows? Heavyweight division fight got announced. I think we should talk about it. Final thoughts. You know, for Jessie, this is probably the biggest thing out there for him, and he's willing to take that risk. I think Jaime's a big kid. We've heard rumors of him struggling to make weight now for some time. So, you know, hopefully Jessie can fill into that division enough, because if Jaime's struggling, he's going to be a big kid versus Jessie for sure. But, yeah, I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. 612. You haven't pressed 1. That's why we didn't go to you. Hopefully you know that. But, yeah, man, catch us on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Make sure you click that notification bell so you get the notification every time we do go live. This is our first show this morning, but I'm sure we'll be back with more. Peace.